Sunhammer, and I am here with Adam Clegg of H1Z1. Adam, why don't you tell us what you do?
I'm a game designer for H1Z1. We're making a zombie survival MMO. It's really fun, and it's actually kind of terrifying sometimes.
It does look a little terrifying. It's a pretty gritty feel, which is nice. So tell us about your zombies a little bit, because we saw one type of zombie, and they appeared terrifying. But tell us if you're going to have different zombie types or that sort of thing.
We're definitely planning on having different zombie types. We want to have a zombie that kind of crawls on the ground. We want to have zombies that are kind of shambling, the ones that kind of just attack you. We are trying to get grappling in, so they'll actually grapple onto you, and you have to like push them off. So our zombie tech is actually getting better and better every day, and it's going to be really awesome. As you see right now, you see one type of zombie kind of like playing and attacks, but that's just purely because our other stuff is coming down the pipe right now.
Now, you say that players are possibly going to be more of a threat than zombies. How many players do you think we're going to see on a map?
So that number isn't nailed down just quite yet because we don't have players in the game. We only have our dev team. And so once we actually get players in early access, we will see what the number is. We have the potential to have thousands if we really want to. If that's the number that feels right, that's the number we'll go with. If the number's less, we're going to see what it feels like in the world that we have. But it's something that's very easily tunable. We want to make sure that players don't see each other all the time, but you know, every so often you want to run into a player. So it's all about just tuning it and getting it right once early access starts.
And early access is going to be on Steam, right? Do we have any sort of inkling of time frame? Because it's been a little over when was soft announced.
Yeah. So actually, we said like 4 to 6 weeks, and 4 to 6 weeks went by. And as a dev team, we sat down and said, you know what? Are we actually proud of this being released to the public? And a lot of questions got asked. We're like, we don't have prone, we don't have a bow and arrow, we don't have durability, you know, and it's like, you know what? We need those things in our game to make it so players really feel like they have something that's worth buying and worth playing, even in alpha state. So once we get those things in, like prone and stuff like that, that's when we will really be ready for early access.
So we saw you build a base on stream with the players. Are we going to see that in early access?
Yeah, all the base building stuff that you see, anything that you see on stream will be in the game. We're not going to show something on stream and then hold it back. So everything that you see in any of our highlights or any footage or anything is going to be what's in early access. And we're going to be showing you stuff as we get it into the game as well.
Players have really been enjoying how open you guys are, but that's seemed a little bit to bite you on Reddit because people take things as promises. Do you think that it's a good thing or a bad thing that you're being so open?
I think it's actually really good because we not only see what the players want in the game, but we see what they expect. And that's why we want to not come out with early access right when we wanted to come out with it, because we're like, oh, players expect a lot from us, and we want to make sure that we deliver.
Tell me something that you are most excited for, a single feature in H1Z1.
I'm really excited about the bow and arrow, honestly. I love being able to, like, in testing, like draw it back, shoot a deer, watch the deer run away, go chase after it, shoot it again. Something about the projectiles, just, you know, being able to throw a spear, shoot a deer with an arrow, stab a fish, you know, all those types of things that you want. Spoilers, you'll be able to stab a fish eventually, right? Yeah. But all of those cool things that I look forward to, actually, the things that tie into the main weapons. So I'm not a big melee guy. But again, I'm also not a big like gun guy that wants to make a bunch of noise. But like the projectiles, like spears and bow and arrows, you can hit from afar, but you also don't make a lot of noise. So that's what I'm really excited for. And the base building. I mean, come on. We gotta love the base building.
We saw your intricacy in base building. Do we get something, tools like as intricate as that, like placing single squares of metal, or are we just getting preset buildings?
So you'll get a foundation. And once you place your foundation, you can build anything that's craftable for base building on that foundation, and it kind of just pops into place. And you can build foundations next to each other, so you and your friend can build right next to each other. And the possibilities are pretty limitless once you have the right things to build.
Okay, Adam, thank you so much for talking to us about H1Z1. Really looking forward to shooting people and zombies in the face.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you check out our new website, too. It just launched, h1z1.com. Follow me on Twitter, at rclegger, ARCLEGGER. And go to Reddit and put your feedback in. We are on it and we listen all the time.
All right. Thank you so much.